Today's youth can be managed by resources like it is finance and education, because it is talking about resource. But if it would have been moral support, then definitely it would be family and the support of the family or family tie. Write the following sources that provide happiness to today's youth in descending order. This means we have to put the main source at first. So C, family support according to the survey report comes at first. Then comes purposefulness, there should be a purpose in everyone's life. Then comes financial status, definitely. Then comes stress. Okay, now we will move to the most interesting part of this paper. Okay, attempt any one of the two, A or B. This one, write a notice for the school notice for requesting class 8 students to participate in the Art Day celebrations by each bringing a sapling to school for the tree plantation drive in school. In when necessary details, you are Radha or Rahul. If you are a girl, then your name would be Radha, and if you are a boy, your name would be Rahul. Already you know how to write notice writing. You should make a box above, at the top of the box you should write notice, then the name. You should put the name of the school or college is not mentioned here, so class 8 asking, so that would be a school. So then put the name of the school, then put the heading. Okay, title should be there. Then we have to put date. Then it is to be notified that to the students of class 8 that this is, you would have to narrate. And at last you would means on behalf of Eco Club Shakti School, you are doing, the name is mentioned here, Shakti School, so you would have to put at first, at top you should write notice, then the name of the school, Shakti School. And on behalf of Eco Club you are doing arranging all this, so you should write again your name, which one, the girls will write Radha and the boys will write Rahul, then president, then Eco Club. Okay, again next one is also notice, write a notice informing the residents about the limited water supply on 7th and 8th April. This is the actual happening, no, of Guwahati city. So tankers at a subsided coast. Okay, you are Meena Mohan. Again this is, again you have to write the notice, then you put users key from your on site, the name of the mention where you are living, means from which building the notice has been given, then put that a heading should be there, then again narrate. And at last, if you are a girl, put the name as Meera, and if boy, Mohan, and upon it secretary of Ufil Society, Anand Nagar. Then we would move to the other one, attempt any one of the two, A or B. Okay, first one, guest, inviting guest. So this is invitation letter, inviting guest. So these are the formal letters, and formal letters, whether it is a formal or informal letters, are having some specific style of their own, whether it is a business letter, it is a letter to editor, or invitation letter, anything. Okay, or informal letter. Informal letter means writing a letter to your friend, to your father, to your neighbors. Okay, informing about your personal views, or replying also. So this is invitation letter. So first at the top you would have to write guest invitation letter, then you should put date. Okay, you should first fold the copy, or you should put margin, then at the corner, then you have to put date, then address, then in detail whom you are calling. We have the honor to invite you, suppose like this. Then the whole thing, why you are inviting, and everything should be mentioned there, day, time, venue. Okay, everything should be mentioned there. And at last you should write thanking you, your name. Again Next one, B. You have been invited to the grand opening of your neighbor Mrs. Lata's new restaurant. Write a letter of acceptance and congratulate her, expressing your support of their business. This is also a formal letter. You are writing a letter to your friend. Suppose one of your friend is going to start business restaurant. So has invited you and you give the reply. In short, the reply should be. Then comes question number 4. Job application. You are so advertisement in the newspaper, and this is job application. 5A. How to write job application? Again, formal letter. Okay, to whom you are writing. You should first you would have to fold the copy or put margin. Then at top you should write to whom you are writing, to whom you are addressing. Then put the address. Then after that you put the date. Then below you should put the subject of the application. Then, sir, I have the honor, or with due submission, put no need to put your name, you just put XY, or if it is mentioned there public school, then you should put the name. Then from the advertisement of this paper, if the name of the paper is given, I have come to know that there is a vacancy for this post, and likewise you should write the application. Application contains, actually normally it contains 2 paragraphs or at best 3 paragraphs. Okay, after that, and here these are the requirements. So you should mention there that all the requirements, all the categories, my educational, curricular or experience, whatever is required, fulfills. That is why I am going to apply for the post. Then what is there? And the next one, again this is letter to editor, formal letter. You should write in detail about you at the top. Then you write to the editor. If you know the name of the editor, then the name of the paper, then the address. Then you should narrate in detail whatever you are going to write, again at last thanking you. Next one is also letter to editor, that is 6A, means 5B and 6A both are letter to editor. Report writing, another interesting thing. Report writing is also a formal writing, no? Based on some given points. Okay, so this letter is Madhipur launched. Let me see here. Okay, the local correspondent of the neighborhood newsletter write a report covering this event. Support your ideas with the outline cues given below. Invest necessary details. Necessary details are given here. So while writing a report, you always should remember that whatever clues are given, inputs are given, you should use, but you should not use any extra information, or you should not come to any conclusion, because it is not your right. Whatever is given, you should narrate the report like that. First you would have to put a heading, then you write the report, you just narrate in detail, okay, and leave it. Now literature part. Answer any A or B. So I will explain B. Therefore, on every morrow wear the paragraph. This paragraph have been extracted this from A Thing of Beauty. A Thing of Beauty, the poem narrates, the poet has narrated here that how the beautiful things beautify our world, and also the poet is asking to learn how the earth does its duty to beautify the earth, and we should also avoid the path of heinous walk. We should take the path of good things or the things that can beautify our earth. Now what is the first question? The beautiful thing, which of the following themes is best represented in the given extract? No, so the beautiful things in nature, things that cause unhappiness, the immortality of human beings, so both are like to be correct. The early morning fragrance of flowers, okay, is the correct answer. State whether the given statement, okay, the paths we follow are often not worthy of our noble nature. This one is false. Complete the following sentence appropriately. We read for ourselves a flowery band every morrow because, why? To bind us to the earth. Why we should bind us to the earth? To follow the activities of the earth actually. Then comes the use of the word that creates a powerful image of what? Lack of something or not enough. Based on the rhyme scheme in these lines 5 and 4, okay, B, pace is the correct one. The lack of punctuation at the end create a sense of community and flow that connects with the fourth line. Continuity and flow that connects with the fourth line. Read the following extracts and answer. Okay, again 8, A or B, we can follow B, dairy. On the face of it, from here this paragraph has been extracted. And why does Mr. Lamb feel that dairy has not come to steal? So Mr. Lamb himself had said that the young let steal, scram the apples, scram the apples, you are not so young. So Lamb already has given the answer because Dairy was not so young. Lamb considered him to be of 13 years. Then Lamb said, no, I am 14 years old. You would get later on. Cite instances from the extract which show that Mr. Lamb is trying to put Dairy at ease. When Mr. Dairy was a little bit, no, actually Dairy never wanted to face any human being except his mother. So when Lamb found him, Lamb came to know his problem. So Lamb wanted to be friendly with him, and likewise we can say that Lamb is trying to put Dairy at ease. Let us move to the next part. Choose the correct statement. Dairy entered the garden as he was fascinated by the bees. Dairy came to meet Mr. Lamb. They were all acquainted with each other. Dairy entered as he wanted to see the garden. Okay, you know already, you have gone through, is the correct answer, the story. People are afraid of Dairy because, why? Because Dairy had a burning face. No, half part of his face was burnt. So of his burning face. Read the following extract and answer. Again question number, I am leaving actually most of the A's because why B should be neglected, isn't it? Again, I am here at point B. This settlement, anyone you have to answer, was adopted unanimously. This is from Indigo lesson. No, what was Gandhi's purpose of agreeing to the settlement even at a lesser amount? You would get the answer. The settlement was adopted unanimously, and Gandhi himself said that, explained that the amount of the refund was less important than the fact that the landlords had been obliged to surrender part of the money and with it part of their prestige. The main motto of Gandhi was that the peasants have to win their fight, and accordingly how much they were getting, according to Mahatma Gandhi, is not a matter of concern, but ultimately they have won. That is the main thing. To complete the statement, the commission agreed by common consent, or in other words, they agreed to the settlement unanimously. Explain the event on the landlords as a result of the settlement. What was the impact? The landlords, here it is given, no, the plan said the landlords who consider peasants as their slave, and they behaved as lords above law. Now peasants saw that they had, but the landlords had to surrender their power in front of the peasants when the peasants wanted to get back their right, isn't it? So we'll move to the next question. Based on the content provided in the extract, select the most likely option about the behavior of the landlords. The landlords had to refund the money. C is the right answer. What did the peasants realize from Champaran incident? You would get the answer, not here. The peasants realized, had behaved as, okay, the peasants now they realized that they had the rights and defenders. He learned courage, means if they are united they may get their rights. That was the lesson they have learned from that episode. Now next question, complete the sentence. The phrase lords above the law suggests that, again, the phrase lords above the law means the landlords, they consider themselves to be everything. Okay, they can do everything and anything because the peasants were ignorant and they never protested whatever was going on, whether it is right or wrong. So when the Champaran episode took place, then the landlords came to know that no, they are not the lords above the law, because law is above all. Now we will move to question number 10. Any 5 we would answer here. Why were the villagers seated in the back benches? Do you remember from the last lesson? Because that was the day of the last lesson and the order came from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsek and Loren. So the almost all the villagers were aged people were sitting there to show respect not only to their language but also to the teacher. He was M. Hamel. Explain the sentence. An army of barefoot boys who appear like the morning birds. And here, Lost Spring, the author, she had been observing the rag pickers from a long while, and she found that in the morning the barefoot boys, because none of them owned a pair of shoe or slipper, okay, so they used to appear in the morning. They used to collect, because in the morning only the garbages were thrown, and they used to collect whatever they wanted. Sometimes they used to get from 1 to 10 rupees also, they only told to the author, and when it was noon they used to disappear. The red trap is both entertaining and philosophical. Do you agree? Yes. Red trap is the story is told in the form, question number 3. Red trap is this story is told in the form of fairy tale with a happy ending. It is interesting, okay, it is having many surprises, and also when the readers read the story, so they become curious what is happening, and then some twists are there, then the reactions of the character, so all this make the story entertaining. Also philosophical elements, how people end up getting trapped in the giant chasm. Now inherent goodness, kindness, etc. are narrated here. Okay, so I think you can say the lesson narrative is both entertaining and philosophical. Bring out the contrast between, okay, Jancy and Sophie. One of them was what? One of them used to live in dream. no, imaginary, who wants to be a boutique owner, and the other girl was practical, and she always warned her friend not to imagine of that kind of a world to which they don't belong. How was there a great deal of national integrity? Okay, and then any 5, I'll do the last one. Did Umberto, yes, Eco identified as a novelist? So the author or writer himself, he wanted to consider himself as an academic scholar first, then he wanted to introduce himself as a novelist, because he wrote more scholarly articles than in comparison to novels. In the other hand, he had attended more academic conferences but not meeting of pen club and writers. Okay, so let us move to the next question. What is there? Any 2. Which do you think the prediction made by the state astrologer? Okay, for 2 marks. No, the prediction was not proved wrong, because it was said that the Tiger King, he would be killed by tiger. Okay, so then when the Tiger King challenged his fate, then the astrologer said that he may kill 99 tigers, but the 100th number of tiger would kill him. So then Tiger King started killing tigers, and finally what happened? The last tiger, the 100th number of tiger, though he thought he killed the tiger, but actually he couldn't. And what happened? Ultimately, a tiger, though it was made of wood, took his life. Then I lost my spirit. What are the incidents that led Jitkalasa to feel? Okay, this is the story from memories of childhood, when Jitkalasa was taken to cut her long hair, because according to their society, short hairs are kept by mourners, and so the warriors who lost their battle, so she didn't at first allow to cut her hair, and finally she had to submit in front of them, and likewise she lost her spirit. Then again, question number 12, answer any one of the following. 2 questions. Second one, let us do. The persistent determination of both Rajkumar Shukla in Indigo and Douglas, okay, Deepwater reflects. For 5 marks, you would have to narrate both the characters. Rajkumar Shukla this character has been taken from Indigo, and Douglas, Deepwater. What did he do? Rajkumar Shukla kept on waiting for Mahatma Gandhi, and he kept on insisting Mahatma Gandhi, why? To get the solution of their problem, and that is sharecropping. He kept on fighting. Finally, he got the solution. They become the winner. Likewise, Douglas, he was afraid of water, and one incident also when he started learning, 2 incidents took place. One incident at the sea beach, other incident at the pool, where he was drowned and about to die, but still he didn't give up and kept on fighting till he learned how to swim. So this one, and answer anyone here the story that again second one, this time I am narrating all the second ones. The story The Tiger King is a satire on the concept. Okay, now what is a satire? A satire is a literary device that a satire includes irony, humor, exaggeration. Exaggeration means ridicule things, and stupidity. So the Tiger King, where is the irony? The Tiger King considered himself to be the strongest person, and whose motto was to kill the 100 number of tigers so that he can live a safe life, but finally it could not happen. Okay, and he had to surrender in front of his fate. Then also we get humor here. What type of humor we get? When the last tiger was brought from a park, then the tiger was an old one, and how the tiger was brought in a car, then it was kept in the jungle. So its behavior, humor is there, ridiculous nature is there when after killing 70 numbers of tiger, when the tiger was no more tiger was there in the estate of the Tiger King, then he decided to marry a girl from that estate where tigers were available. So this is also a ridiculous thing, and stupidity is also there. Now somehow the story revolves around all these things, so you would have to narrate the story of Tiger King, then finally you should say yes, Tiger King is a satire. Okay, so this is almost about your paper. Just follow it, no need to worry, the paper was easier so than the rest of the years, rest of a few years, so hopefully you would get a good mark. Okay, thank you.